Hello and assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the part 2 of episode 3 on IC Research Lab. This is Yasir, a data analyst and an AI researcher. Previously, we have learned how cross-join works and how to perform inner join. In this part, we'll learn how to select specific columns from the join tables, how to reference columns without the table names, how to rename the columns, and we'll do some filtration on the join tables. And lastly, we'll do some practices. And don't miss the quizzes at the end of this video. So let's start. So for reference, we'll be using two tables, movie and director. This is the movie table and this is the director table. So we'll be starting our first question, which is select director name and movie title from tables, movie and director in such a way that a movie is shown together with its director. So if we want to show a movie with its director, we need to join the table, as you know. So we'll be joining these two tables based on the director ID because the director ID is the foreign key of this director table. So let's answer this question first. We'll be using select director dot name comma movie dot title from movie join director on movie dot director ID is equal to director dot ID. Just a quick note that it is a very good practice by using the table name, then dot and the column name to specify the exact column that we want to call. Because sometimes it can happen that both of these tables can have same column. Let's run it. So the director name is shown with the movie title they have directed. Now let's answer the second question, which is to reference columns without table names. So the question is to select director name and movie title from the movie and director tables in such a way that the movie is shown together with its director. Don't write table names in the select clause. So we can see that the column names in both these tables are different. So we don't need to specify table names like we previously did. For example, if we have to mention the name, we had to do something like director.name. Since name is unique in both of the tables, so we just call it directly. How can we do that? Select name, comma, title from movie join director on. Let's copy and paste it directly. Let's run it, and it will show the same output. Yes, it has shown the same output. Now, coming to a third question, which is to show the title column as movie title in such a way that a movie is shown together with its director. So it's basically telling to join the tables and we'll be renaming the columns. For this example, we'll be selecting the title and we'll use as to rename it as what? Movie title. Movie title. And then just copy and paste the whole code. And it will see that the title will be renamed as movie title. Yes, you can see that. So this is the exact same column, but with the name renamed. Now, coming to our fourth question, which is to use the filtration logic. So it's saying to select all the columns from tables, movie, and director in such a way that the movie is shown together with its director. Select only those movies which were made after 2000. In the joining condition, let the first table be movie and the second table be director. So what does it mean? That since we have joined movie, then director, so the movie table will always be shown first. If we do something like select star and then run it, you will see that the movie is shown first, then joined with the director on the right. So if we alter the sequence here and then the movie, what will happen is the director will come first. You can see the ID, director name, director birth year, and the ID from the movie table. You can see that. So we'll answer this question. So select all the columns from movie and director, selecting all the columns from movie, join director on movie dot director ID is equal to director dot ID. And then we'll use the where statement to filter out to select the movies which are made after 2000. So that means the production year should be is greater than 2000, where since production year is unique in both of these tables, so we'll directly use it. Production year is greater than 2000. And let's run it. Yes. So this is the output we have expected. So these are the movies that were produced after 2000. Now, coming to our next question, which is to select all columns from tables, movie, and director in such a way that the movie is shown together with its director. Select only those movies which were directed by Steven Spielberg. Okay, so let's join and select all this data first. And then it's telling us to select those movies which were directed by Steven Spielberg. How can we do that? We can see that the name should be Steven Spielberg. And then since we have joined, automatically all this data will be shown together. So will we use the where statement where name is Steven. Let's copy and paste it from here. So you can see that Steven Spielberg has ID 2, and there are two movies with ID 2. So the output should be Saving Private Ryan and Schindler's List. Let's check it. Yes, only two rows are given. So let's come to our practices. So this is very important what we have learned so far, and everything will be coming to action. So it's saying to select the title and production year columns from the movie table and the name and the birth year columns from the director table in such a way that the movie is shown together with its director. Show the column birth year is born in. Select only those movies which were filmed when their director was younger than 40. So this is a very good question. So it is telling us to do a couple of things. First of all, we'll select the title and production year columns from the movie table and the name and birth year columns from the director table. And it is telling us to join because we have to show the movie together with the director, and then the name of the birth year column would be born in. And we have to select the movies which were filmed when their director was younger than 40. So in order to get if the director was younger than 40, we have to subtract the production year and the birth year so that we can get if the director was younger than 40 or not. Let's answer it. Select title, production year, comma, name, comma, birth year as born in, and then copy and paste it where we'll use first braces. We'll subtract birth year from the production year. How can we do that? Minus birth year is less than 40. And that's how we answer the question. Voila. So this is the only movie where the director was younger than 40. So let's jump to our next set of practice, which is saying to select the ID, title, and production year columns from the movie table and the name and birth year columns from the director table in such a way that a movie is shown together with its director. Show the column birth year as born in and the column production year as produced in. Select only those movies whose title contains a letter A and which were filmed after 2000, or whose director was born between 1945 and 1995. So this is a question. which will enable us to combine all of our knowledges that we have learned so far. Let's try to answer it. Select movie.id. So we are referencing the table names since we know that there are two IDs. We need to mention the table from which table we need the ID from. It's telling to select the ID from the movie table, and then title, production year as produced in, the name, and then the birth year as born in, and then copy and paste it. Now filter it, where we'll use first braces for the and condition. Title like A. How do we do that? We use %A percent, and production year is greater than 2000, since we want films that were filmed after 2000. And then we'll be using or, and we'll filter out the director who was born between 1945 and 1995. So it will be birth year between 1945 and 1995. Let's run it. Voila. So this is how we approach a problem and solve it. Lastly, for you guys, this is the quiz. We have 7 questions for today, and try to answer these questions and try to submit the query into the comment box. I'll verify it. And if you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next episode.